guys are going to hate. All right, welcome back to another episode of Chocolate Talks, Chocolate Thoughts with your hosts, Sis, Tyanna, Jeffrey, and Conisha.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
All right, so our topic today is going to circle around patience, but I want to start off with a cute little article I've seen, which goes over like things that men learn once they started living with women. So I found some of the things that was mentioned here funny, and I just kind of want to get y'all thoughts on some of this. Okay, so number one, she'll let you believe you're clogging the toilet when it was her. I learned this when she moved out. So be honest, Conisha, have you ever been the one to like clog up a man's toilet?
Yeah.
Me too.
But here's the thing.
It takes, hold on. That takes patience for men because we know it's not us. So we're just like holding it, I swear, but go ahead.
Okay. So
I know that.
a lot of times though, I wouldn't do it while they were there. I would wait till they would be like, I'm gonna run to the store, grab something. Okay. So all that gas and stuff that I was holding, run to the bathroom. And then flush, and you be like, oh, shit. Then you try to plunger, and then it don't. And then when they get back, and you be like, your toilet was clogged, and I had to use the bathroom. So they were like, oh, man, this toilet be acting up. And I was like, yeah.
Okay. Moving along.
Wait. That's hilarious. It's so funny because like, you know, with Jonathan, he automatically knows this. He's like, it's you. There's like no getting out of it. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I use the same amount of tissue, you know, and I try to do the interflush and like.
So tell me, what is it?
I just like to be really clean back there. So, you know.
And you know what? And owning a business with women, it is the most irritating thing in the world because someone will always tell me, it's for your toilet stopped up. I'm like, bitch, that's because you're just stuffing all of this toilet paper in the toilet. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like thinking, do they do maxi pads? Like, not saying anything. Are they doing
right?
Oh, they should know better than to do that.
Well, like, what is it? But it's like, oh yeah, we know. It's not
It might be a mixture. Like, that's when the toilet really be like, hell no. Like, you put in toilet paper, tampon, and fecal matter.
But that's
when the toilet be like, nope.
You know, and yeah, I don't think guys really get toilets stopped up like that unless they had a constipation type shit. Mm-hmm. But it's like I can probably one time that I could probably think that I clogged the toilet. But it was me stuffing too much toilet paper or thinking I had, you know, trying to be clean.
Yeah.
So it says, what's the next one?
Apparently, cleaning the toilet on a regular is much more important than I previously thought.
Yes. Can the church say amen? Nothing's worse. Like, I don't know about you guys, now that we have cleaning wipes, 3-4 times a day I'm taking a wipe to the toilet seat, the back of the toilet, the handle, the top of the toilet, just because and then a lot of times it's just me sitting on it. But if people come over, I'm like, hey guys, I have toilet wipes on the top of the toilet. Just wipe after you're done.
But you're not afraid they're going to throw the wipes in the toilet?
They should know better.
I got you. Just wondering. So, but is it because you're saying that the man is tinkling on the toilet?
Hell yeah.
Oh, all the time y'all tinkle on the toilet.
Understand? But then you bitch about having the toilet seat up. So you say, oh, put the toilet seat down, but wouldn't you rather have the toilet seat up and then it takes you 5 seconds to pull the toilet seat down and sit on the dry toilet? Just saying.
I'm going to be devil's advocate.
Please be.
It's a 2-step process
Correct.
for men, right? So you lift up to pee, you pull down to flush. Come on. Why the woman got to go there and do double duty?
What's her double duty?
To come in and pull the toilet seat down before she go pee.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that
I'm saying if a man is at the house and he got to pee, he got to take
that.
He got to lift it up, pee. Lift it back down because he knows that a woman is there.
But at least there was not pee on the toilet. Correct. And then at least you sit your ass on a dry. You sit your ass on a dry toilet.
You're right. I guess at this point you pick your battles and you're like,
exactly.
All right.
That's what patience is
about. That's true.
about.
Yeah, patience in relationships, picking your battles.
Because it's like, okay, well, at least if he pulls it up, I can pull it down in order to just have a dry fucking seat.
Yeah.
But then what happens when you wake up in the morning and just sit on the toilet? Do you ever sit inside the
No.
That's happened once where I couldn't catch my balance. Where I was like, before I knew it, I was sitting wide squat in water. And I was like, the fuck? That's when you really get upset. But then you're like, oh, well, at least he didn't pee on the seat.
Where I think things should live isn't right, even if I'm the only one who ever uses them.
Well, that can be double duty, because I have found sometimes in some men they have a different logical sense of like, forks go here, utensils here, plastics here, and I kind of don't mind if it's a contribution, if we're both contributing to where things go, rather than me just doing like, and telling them that's where it goes.
I agree. I think that's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about you, Tyanna?
Well, when I moved in with him, he already had the house and everything was already set up. So I really don't get any say.
What voice is that?
Huh?
What voice is that?
What voice?
The one you're using.
My voice.
It seemed more collegiate, more vernacular was a change.
Really? I didn't even notice.
It did.
Do it again.
I can't do it because I don't know what I'm talking about. But it was just one of those things that I didn't have any choice in where things, which bothered me in a way. Like, there's some things I can care less about, but then there's some things that I'm just like, okay, I would have liked to have had a say over this and that. Like,
was there ever okay, now that I'm here, Jonathan, can we kind of like shift things? Conversation, and were you able to shift some things?
I was able to shift some things. There's some more things that I would like to shift on up out of there. It's just some things I'm like, this could go, but I still was able to kind of make it feel homely to me. Like certain areas, like my closet matters to me, so I took over the hallway closet and made it my own. So like I was able to control certain areas that are more important to me. The living room now, I have it set up in a way that I like it, and I'm in there the most. So the more important areas I've been able to.
But is there anything that you just wanted to change and it really didn't have a reason other than your own, like why that you liked it there? You know what I'm saying?
I just don't like he had a lot of chairs, and I think that's because his mom is really into chairs. I know it sounds really weird, and like he said his brother dropped off some chairs one time because they were moving, him and his wife, and they were like, oh, we don't need these chairs anymore. So he's like collecting all these chairs, and I'm like, you don't need 10 chairs. Just like you've seen how small that little eating space is. We don't need chairs up on the wall. We've got a chair in the corner here. So I was like, can we get rid of some of the stuff that you really aren't using to free it up, make the space look a lot more bigger, open it up. I'm really big about that. And then y'all remember he used to have his drum set literally in the middle next to the TV in the living room. It's like, are you going to play? Like when we have people come over, are you going to do like a session or something? Like in between the show? Like move that over in the corner. So he did allow me to like move it over to the other corner, because then he had some random antique sitting area. But he also put the house together with his mom. So then his mom kind of felt weird. Like when I came in and I was like, I don't want to hear. But she did help me with some stuff. So she was sweet about it. But it was like, you could tell she still misses like her little sitting area. And I'm like, you're the only one who sits there. No one else who comes over sits in that random little corner.
You sound perfect like that.
Like this?
When you were closer like this.
Oh, when I'm closer?
Yeah.
Close.
Okay, but however, this is the guy's point of view, right?
Yeah, this is the guy's point of view.
The guy's point of view is like, it's like, okay, when I come in and I take my shoes off at the door or by the couch, it's super easy. So my shoes kind of like live there because that was probably the first place that I come and I sit at. Do you know what I'm saying? For some reason, I take my socks off at there and they always end up there, and Almond just hates that my socks have to live there until the next day. They're not stinking, but they're just there. And it's like, it's just us. You get what I'm saying? So when it's just us, I'm like thinking, okay, what is the big deal? And it's also like, what's the big deal of me just, I promise you, it's about 3 feet away from me, a door where I put my clothes at, and I just don't even pull the door open to put the clothes in and close the door back. And it's not anything other than, I don't know.
Jonathan's just
Do you know
like
what I'm saying?
that.
It's just, I mean, it's
Like-
not anything. It's just like, okay, I could, but it's not like I'm doing it on purpose, but it's like, oh shit. It's just, and I think about it all the time.
And you know what it is. I think is the fact that you're living with someone else. Because best believe, if Almond was living by himself, I'm sure he would have days where he took off his socks and left them in the middle of the room or wherever,
Yeah.
and then he got to it when he got to it. I am guilty of that because living with somebody and now living by myself, I find days where I don't even attack the living room like I used to. I used to keep the living room and stuff clean every day, 24/7. Now, I'm not crazy junky, but there'll be like 3-4 pairs of shoes in the living room, a pair of socks in the corner or whatever. And I'm like, before this used to drive me nuts. Why? Why did it drive me nuts before? Oh, because it was somebody else's shit.
Yeah.
That's what I think the key is. When it's somebody else's, it's like the little like hairs on your back stand up like, oh, put your shirt up. But then your stuff is here, 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 and here. So like, once again, patience and then picking the battle.
Okay.
That ain't the battle. Be like, okay, you want to leave your shoes there? We live here.
The next topic is
He said, move me along. Move me along. So the next topic is pockets are very rare for women's pants. Several years married and still shocked by this.
I don't think you know what that means. What that means is that every time a bitch goes out, that's always in my head, but I don't mean a bitch.
Oh,
But every
really?
time somebody goes out, they're like, oh, can you stick this in your pocket? These pants don't have pockets. Oh, can you put this in your pocket? Oh, can you hold this? Oh, can you hold it? And so it is an irritating thing to always have to hold shit. It's like, why would you bring something that you wanted me to hold? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you bring a fucking purse?
Right.
That's what it is.
I
And
didn't
that's
even
what's
see it that way. Okay. See, that's why we have you here. You bringing in that new perspective. Because I thought it was strange. I was like, women pants do have pockets.
I mean, they
didn't get this
do,
one.
but we're not like men. Men put everything in their pockets, loose change, keys, wallets. They don't carry purses. They don't carry bags. I rarely carry a briefcase. So like for us, we're like, oh, our purses are everything.
Yeah.
Like for me, my purse has everything in it. And if I switch to a small purse, I'm always like, oh God, I'm sure I forgot something. So
Have you seen my purse?
You talk about your fanny?
That big ass bag I have. It's not a purse. But it's a huge bag.
Yeah, the bag.
Because I just put everything in. I got that from New York.
come on.
Because like in New York, you was like, okay, if I leave here at 6 o'clock in the morning, I may not be back until 3 o'clock. I need to make sure I have my extra pair of socks,
Yep.
my extra pair of shoes, and so then I just started carrying this huge gym bag. Except I don't like the gym bags. I'd rather have a designer bag.
Right. Or a cute tote.
Ding ding da dong dong.
I'm
He
here
fancy,
for it.
huh?
I'm here for it.
fancy, huh?
Are you
He fancy, huh?
fancy?
How many household items can become a bra hanger? From doorknobs to TVs to bedposts to end tables. I grew up with all sisters. Never saw this until I lived with my ex-wife.
Okay, that's because his mama did not let the sisters hang their bras everywhere. But when your girlfriend moves in, you know what I'm saying? Like now you start hanging shit everywhere. So that's what guys saying. Damn it, my sister didn't do that. It's the same thing. So I grew up with a sister, and so my sister's habits. I think my friends' habits should be like my sister's because I'm thinking everybody's like my sister. You know what I'm saying? Like I should never ever see her tampon. I should never ever see anything in my. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
I remember when we had that conversation and you were talking about how some women leave their tampons showing like in the
in the
trash.
And I've never, like
They're
that's,
from another land.
but that's the kind of stuff that I think that men should never see. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's like, I know it's crazy, but it's like our mind and we're visual people.
Yeah.
But
And
it's
I
just
think
like-
for me, like as an adult, wherever I take off my bra is where it lays. But growing up, it wasn't the case. When you take off your bra, like your mom's like, if you take off your bra, you got to put on something so that your ninnies ain't hanging out, walking around the house. Because if a man is over, like, you still got to have them things covered up, or not so like ding, ding, ding.
Okay, them ninnies.
Them ninnies. Got to cover up them ninnies. So, yeah. So I never... And like even now, I'll hang it in the bathroom. Like if I'm taking my shower, and if it don't stink no more, it's gonna be worn again this week.
I will tell you that sometimes we might hang a jacket on a doorknob. You know, like sometimes we might just hang a jacket on a doorknob. But I can get the bra thing.
Next,
The way I had been folding towels for years was apparently incorrect. I do the tri-fold method. My wife does the double fold method. Oh, well, first argument we had as a married couple, and I lost.
Okay.
Who's doing laundry? Ding, ding, ding. Let that person win that fight. Like whoever's doing it, if they want to do a triple, double axle, get it, girl.
I agree.
Like I am not going to sit up here and fight. If you want to do it that way, fine.
It's funny because Almond folds his towels a different way. And I fold my towels maybe double. I don't know how, but I just fold them, and it always serves the purpose.
Yeah.
So now he has a certain way that he folds towels, and before I was doing the laundry more, so I folded them my way. So now he's folding them his way, but since he's doing more laundry lately, and he sees how fast I fold clothes, he's trying to develop my methods because he's like, oh, Jeffrey, how can you fold clothes so fast? Because I'm not trying to iron them out. I'm just putting them together because they have to go on my body. And so I fold clothes fast. And so he adopted my method. But I wasn't going to argue and fight with him. I'm like thinking, okay, if you want the towels a certain way, then go ahead and you can do the towels and I'll do everything else. And if you want those a certain way, whatever you want to do your way, just let me know. And then I'll just do things my way.
Yeah, that's like the last guy I dated. He was so into Marie Calendar. Was that her name? Marie something.
You mean Martha Stewart?
No,
the one,
the Asian lady. Marie
like
Kondo.
Yeah.
Can I show you the Marie Kondo way? I said no, because I don't know her, and she ain't gonna tell me how to fold clothes. Oh, it's space saving, and you can save space. You go ahead and do it. So he did it. He opened up his drawers. I was like, so how you know which white T-shirt this is when it's folded like a sushi roll? No. I was like, that's your method. And he was like, well, I don't care. I just pull it out, shake it, put it on. But for me, I like to see my shit. So when I'm folding my T-shirts, I fold it where there's enough of whatever design up so I can see it when I'm like flipping through what's in my drawers.
Because we got to piece together our fit.
Exactly.
You can't be blindly doing it. Yeah.
And Marie Kondo ain't going to be telling me how to fold shit. Bitch, I've been folding clothes since I was a kid.
Okay.
Girl, your method's going to work for them other people who want their life changed, not for me.
Me and Jonathan, we used to kind of not argue, but we would have our disagreement about folding, because my mom, she was like the best when growing up, and this is how she taught me how to do it. It's like...
Is that your Jonathan voice? So what happens when he listens to your podcast?
Nothing ain't gonna happen. I tell him right to his face. That's what marriage is all about. You tell it right to their face.
You heard it here first.
Right.
You heard it here first. We'll let you know how this happens.
And then the next episode, well, I'm getting divorced. Hey.
So what happened was you wanted me to recant my statement. And
well, number 7 was no matter how many bobby pins are in the house, there is always a need for more. Let me tell you, I can never find them things. Like, that's why I always go and buy more. I'm like, where's those bobby pins at? I could have swore I bought a pack of 100 and they're nowhere to be found.
Well, I had to figure out what drawer to put them in.
That's what I would agree on. I would say, okay, well, why don't you just put them someplace just like the things that you think should live a certain place? Why can't your bobby pins live a certain place? And even if they're not bobby pins, maybe they're little scrunchy things.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I had to figure it out because I was the same way. I kept losing bobby pins, and I was like, didn't I just buy a 100 pack? So then I finally was like, if I just put them in a top drawer in the bathroom, regardless of what else lives in that drawer, I know my bobby pins are there. And they always there.
All right, I feel
Okay.
that. Okay, what about you? Where you put your bobby pins?
You don't wear no bobby pins.
Right. I'm like thinking, okay, in my mind, I'm like thinking, whoever came up with that idea was a great person. And then I'm also thinking, like, I wonder, is the family still super rich from inventing bobby pins?
Listen.
Oh, that's true, huh?
Yeah, so I'm like, 'Cause you know, like, okay,
It has to be, because if they're selling them 100 each at the Dollar Tree,
okay,
it must only cost 10 cents to make 100.
no, maybe a cent, one penny.
Right.
Gotta be.
Yeah, just like a penny.
Yeah.
If that.
If that.
Yep.
They rich. What next?
That she only owns one truly good bra.
Amen.
There is only one, and part of your duty as a man is to protect the good bra. If you are doing laundry, you must take the greatest precautions to make sure that it is properly cleaned, dried, and stored. God forbid the good bra ever turns up missing or in the wrong drawer. Ladies, why is there only one good bra?
Because you can buy 2 of the same bra, but one just happens to fit perfectly and the other one is kind of off, no matter what. I found one good bra at Victoria's Secrets. I went back and I bought 3 in different colors.
And there's still one.
Only one out of the 4 fits perfectly. The other ones, they fit, they fine, but it's still something like, something don't feel right.
Okay, and so then, is there another good bra that you have, except for you just have that one?
I have that one.
But from Victoria's Secrets, but you don't have another one, like maybe from.
Well, I found one at Target,
Playtech.
but it's not as that comfortable.
But is it a good bra? Is it?
I
your good
mean,
bra?
it provides the coverage, but it ain't.
Okay.
Like, I still know it's there.
Okay.
A
What
good
about?
bra is when you don't know it's there.
Okay. What about you?
I still have not found the one good bra.
Praise him.
Right. I need to find me that one good bra. It's as if, I think because I keep going up and down in weight so much that, like, it's just because I bought these for when the wedding, like my little strapless, and I was like, perfect. It's Body by Victoria. And I did like you. I bought 3 different colors. And then now I'm like, shoot, this thing's tight. I'm hurting half day. I got to take it off. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but I'm like, oh, I'm keep going up and down and stuff. So I'll never have a good bra. So men, we only have one man right now, but man, he don't have to worry about that too, man. It's like, do what you will.